Good, because we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages. Oops, I almost messed that up. What's up to Kayfabe Corner? I'm your host, JPO, Jordan Pierce Owens, where I have my interview series where I interview one of the stars of the upcoming pro wrestling scene. Ladies and gentlemen, today, he's real, he's raw, he's August Artois. August, how are you, good sir?
I am always good. Jordan, you know that, buddy. I'm always good. But the more important question is, how are you?
Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice of you. I'm good as
You've been
well.
nothing but kind to me. Everyone, I know when people interview me, they're wondering, they're like, am I gonna get is he gonna be a dickhead to me? Is he gonna be nice to me? That depends on you. And you've always been nothing but a stand-up gentleman to me.
I get that. I get that. You treat as you've been treated, which makes sense.
Exactly.
So literally, how are you? How you feeling? What you been up to lately? How you
Well, I
doing?
mean, let's go wrestling related.
That's nice.
Wrestling related, I'm doing pretty good. 16 months in, standing on top of my craft, looking down on a lot of people. That's known though. I feel like that's known, all over the professional wrestling scene, whether they want to know it or not. In life, yesterday was my birthday, so now,
Yes, happy birthday, sir.
celebrating the next day, it's just another day for me, brother. Every day is my birthday. Every day is a great day.
So let's start off, of course, at the very beginning. Just in general, where does wrestling come into your life?
When I grew up with obviously a big brother, as people know, Kai Douglas in the wrestling scene as a referee. And we always watch wrestling. It was always, the late 80s into the 90s into the Attitude Era. And then I believe it was once Kane got Lita pregnant, that's when I stopped watching wrestling. And I stopped watching it for a very, 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 I think about 10, 11 years. And then my brother ended up going down to Florida. He went to Orlando and he ended up getting tickets to WrestleMania, the one with AJ Styles. I think it was AJ versus Shane McMahon, the first, like the one where Roman Reigns beat Undertaker. So,
okay, sure. Yeah, I was there too. Right.
So I'm in the studio. I have my music studio set up here and I got my TV up. So he hits me up. He's like, here's the password, type in, just watch it. I was like, yeah, fuck wrestling. It's stupid. So I turned and I watched it and I was like, holy shit, this is actually pretty back to where it kind of used to be. It'll never be the same as the Attitude Era, but it was better than what like the fairy tale soap opera type shit that was going on. So I saw that. Then my brother ended up moving to Florida, hooked up with WWN. And next thing you know, he was with Evolve, then he was on NXT, then he was an extra on WWE. I figured if he can do it, shit, he's my brother. It runs in my blood. I'm going to do it too. So, he told me, he's like, dude, you're 30. I think I was 31 at the time. He hit me up. He's like, you don't have much time left to do something like this. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go give it a shot. But I know in professional wrestling, it takes 5 to 10 years for a lot of people to just get their footing, to get who they are, get their name figured out. Some people come out in blue spandex, with an alias just to go out there and wrestle. But I told myself that I lost a lot of time by what, I did a lot. I'm not going to say that I sat on the couch for all those years. I did a lot. I was in a metal band. I toured, 48 states across the country when I was 16 years old. I traveled 8 different countries. I've been around. I've done my shit. So then I figured, let's go ahead and scratch this off the list. So I was ready to do the 5 years and just say, fuck it. But I came down as August. I had everything ready. I had my move set ready, my gear ready, my entrance music with my own voice on it in the beginning, and I stood above, a lot of these guys. They don't take this shit as first impressions. And being, in promoting shows and just being a businessman yourself and in life in general, first impressions are everything. So if I came out as, Kip Knipshin or Timmy F, August Artois would have never, ever been able to be, it would have never worked, because they would have been like, oh, that's the kid, that's that young kid in the blue tights that came out. He's a good kid. He's a good hand. Fuck that. So I wasted enough time. So I'm never going to be, a lot of the guys that have been doing it for 5 to 10 years are actually younger than me. They started when they were 15, 16 years old. So a lot of them are older than me or younger than me. I'm sorry. So I'm not going to sit there, and that's straight shoot. I'm not going to sit there and take shit from a bunch of guys that are younger than me. So I made myself an elite wrestler, elite performer, an elite entertainer, and treated, I would say in my first 16 months, treated differently than 99% of any professional wrestler that's ever came in the game, minus maybe Austin Theory or something. I feel like I've gotten away with a lot of shit. I've pushed a lot of buttons, and I've gotten what I've wanted because of my elite stature in professional wrestling.
You might make fun of me for this because I know Kai. I've actually traveled a little bit with him. I didn't know you guys were brothers. How did I not? Honestly, how did that get over me?
Like it's honest to God, it's one or the other. We've had people come up and go, "Are you two like? Is it a work that you two are brothers?" Like, no. And then other people have come up and go, "Are you two twins?" No. So it's one or the other. They either know it for a fact or they think that he's trying to work us or something. But yeah, we're same mom, same dad.
Oh, fantastic! I just had that little info went right over me the whole time. Did the age thing ever intimidate you? Because there is, of course, that stigma of, I think a lot of people at your age, and of course not a knock by any means, wouldn't have even tried. And like you said, you've built a lot of groundwork in a quick amount of time. So did it ever almost stop you, or were you just gung ho?
No, the thing is, like when I came out, I did my first at training. We did an entrance. We practiced our entrances, and when I did, Coach Francisco Chiazzo said, "Everybody stop! Look." He goes, "August Artois is about 8 foot tall right now," and everybody's like, "What do you mean? He's 6 foot? You know, barely." He meant though my stature. Like, I believe who I am. I am who I say I am. When I come out and grab that mic, I speak with conviction. I'm that person that everybody like stares in the mirror and tries to be like that. Like the reflection in the mirror is actually who's out there in the ring. I would say so. Yeah, the age thing never bothered. The only thing is like, I think the age thing really helped me because if I was younger, I'd want to go out there and I want to show you all I can do. I'd want to go out there and front flip, back flip, cartwheel, side flip, off this, off that. But me being older now and understanding things and being, blown up like a motherfucker in the ring because of all my smoking and shit. I know how to go out there and perfect the craft of wrestling, storytelling, the things that made you as a kid sit there and scoot closer and closer until finally you had to sit on the ground because there was no more, there was no more edge of the seat left. So that's what I think separates me with the, like you said, the age thing. I think that's what separates me now is the maturity of knowing when to, when not to. Also, there's a lot of kids that are like, I wrestle every week. I wrestle Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every weekend. Good for you. And you're probably going to get hurt. You're probably doing some stupid shit. You're probably making about $5 a show. And I don't think it's for the money, but I'm not going to go out there and bust my ass or do these things that these guys can't do that are booking me to do it for a hot dog and a fucking handshake. So that's another thing that has separated me as I've been glorified in the eyes of the boys in the back for, I guess, telling, instead of reaching out for stuff, I've reached out and grabbed stuff.
So talk to me about the decision for WWE. You mentioned obviously Kai was already there. So was that the obvious place to go? Talk about your early days of, training there.
That's the thing is like, when I first moved down here, I said I was going to WWN, and I was told, I'm not going to say by who, but they were like, it's not really a big school or anything. I don't give a fuck. But if you're smart, you realize all these guys that just came from Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, Roderick Strong, all these guys that just came, Mercedes Martinez and all them, they just came from WWN super shows and FIP and all this. I don't give a fuck if I was the only kid, and there was fights that I was, but I don't give a fuck if I'm the only one training. I want my name attached to that brand. If I go to this school, what are they going to do for me? You know what I'm saying? This is an investment. It's not cheap. And I'll let everyone listening knows it's not cheap to train. So I'm going to get the best bang for my buck. And a lot of guys, they get blinded by, this guy was on this, he's signed to this company, so come get trained by him, or he used to be signed to this company, come get trained by him. So that was another thing is people go, your coach was never, he's not signed anywhere right now. Good. He's going to give me all his fucking time too. And at the same time, he's still doing stuff. Like he was just on Impact the other night. So it's a business that you have to know if you have to I guess that's where my maturity would come in, is knowing who's gonna fuck you and who's not, because this business is a cut fucking throat business.
I'm always interested in names. Where does the name August Artois come from? Where did you scramble that together?
My two favorite people in the world, my mom and my brother, are the only two people that I truly love and care about. And my brother's birthday's in August. My mom's birthday's in August. And then Artois is just...
Your third favorite person, also August, me. So
bingo. So then Artois is just, it's sexy. Like when I was thinking of August, actually first it was Kip Conniption, and we're not even going to talk about that.
No, we have to talk about that, because I have it written down too, because I just like the name. And if you didn't take it, so someone's gonna take it.
Dude, I'll sell it or something. Fucking, when I came down here, I told my coach, I was like, it's either August Artois. He's like, stop right there. He goes, don't tell anybody that name until you start going. He goes, because that's a fucking like NXT name. That's an AEW name. Yeah. And then I was like, Kip Conniption. He goes, don't ever fucking say that name again. I was like, what? At first I'm thinking like maybe it was his like ex-friend's name or something, or I was like, what's wrong with it? He goes, that is the most indie fucking cunt name I've ever heard in my life. I was gonna be Kip Conniption from Kentucky, with my finishing move would have been like the Kip Nut Kick or something.
Anyway. Part of me wishes I had seen that, but yeah, I could see that there being the ceiling.
There was a couple of them. There was like Kip Conniption, Broluck, Blackheart, and I thought, I'm not gonna go with a gimmick. I don't want to go out there and like put on a gimmick and try to be this person, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot of guys go out there and they break character or something like that, and it really fucks up a match and it fucks up your career in general. So unless you're like one of those fucking clown guys that, you know, when they get that makeup on, they're in character. If you can stay in that character, cool. But my whole entire life, ever since I was little, I've always been, quote unquote, I guess, hated for being good at stuff. When I was in a band and our band was signed, all the other bands didn't like us because we were signed. We were touring. All the kids in school didn't like us because we came back 2 months late from school because we were on tour across the country. In football, when I was a starter, the other two kids, it's not that they didn't like me because I'm good. I'm a funny guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm kind, caring, sweet, all that bullshit. They didn't like me because I had something they wanted. So my whole life has always been hated for something that I can't control. I'm not gonna turn these fucking titles in because it hurts people's feelings that I have them after 16 months. And I've had this for 270 something days, the other one for 100 and something days. I'm not gonna give up stuff. And that's where it portrays as, you're an asshole, Tim. You're an asshole because other people deserve this more than you. No, they fucking don't. Just because they've been doing it longer doesn't mean it. So I've taken all that shit as ever happened in my life, and I created August Artois. So a lot of people say like, oh, you're not really that much of an asshole in real life. If I don't like you, you're going to know it. If I like you, you're going to know it. Like, you'll see me come out, middle finger to this person's face, fist bump to this person, you know, so people call me a heel or a bad guy. But if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I mean, there's been podcast interviews where I've made them start the whole fucking thing over and introduce me again because I just didn't like the way they did it. People say that's me being an asshole. I say that's me investing in my fucking character. Say my fucking name right, dickhead.
Absolutely. I'm gonna start
hold on, I'm not done. A lot of people think I'm an asshole, but in reality, they catch themselves doing the same thing or worse. All the asshole does is I say things that are on my mind, whether it's good or bad. Some podcasts have actually have been told to cancel my fucking episodes because of some things I've said. But if I think it, I say it. If it's on my mind, I say it. If I believe it, I say it. If I don't like you, you'll know it. If you do, you'll know it. Carry on.
I'm interested in too, even outside of the wrestling. You kind of already glanced over it a little bit. What are some of the previous things you've done? You mentioned traveling with bands and whatnot. So where was August Artois before August Artois?
August Artois has always been in me. It's been in my nutsack until I brought it out. Before that, though, I was in the band. I was a lead singer of a metal band. Forever in Terror. We were first called. We were Seventh Plague, then Forever in Terror. We got signed. It was either going to be Roadrunner Records, Metal Blade Records, or Universal Records. The two other records, Roadrunner and Universal, wanted us to be more screamo, emo. They wanted us to grow our hair out and put it over, and maybe tighter jeans and stuff. And we all didn't want to do that. We stuck with Metal Blade, which Metallica started. Lars the drummer from Metallica started Metal Blade Records. So we signed, we went on our first tour was up, over, down to California, over to Texas, Florida, back to Ohio, did a big show in Ohio. And then we went back down to Florida, back over across, and did it like just basically all around, then all through the middle, back over to Ohio. So 48 states minus Hawaii and Alaska. And then after that, you know, I fell in love with a few times, you know, hung out and, you know, I'd say figured myself out, you know, did my party days and my all that shit. I made a lot of music. I've done music. I have my own music studio. I've done rap, rock, all different genres. I've done spoken word. So I'm a very multi-talented person, but it all broke down to what do I really want to do. Then I realized, holy shit, I could go wherever I want to go. So then I started traveling. I started going to different countries. I went to, you know, Iceland. I went to Jamaica, Bahamas. I went to Cayman Islands a few times. Iceland, I've actually been there 3 times. So I traveled a lot. And then I'd say within the last like 5-6 years, I just got to the point where I realized that I'm scratching a lot of people's backs, but my back is really itchy, and there's no reason for it to be. I noticed that I'm screaming, like I'm sitting there screaming into people's ears, and they're not, and it's like I'm on mute. So I realized that in all reality, I was by myself, and so I took myself, stayed by myself, and a lot, and like I saw, there's a Tom Hardy, I think it was, put out a quote, and it says like being alone is dangerous because you learn to be comfortable like that, and it's a very dangerous thing because it surely proves that like I don't need anybody. And there's 2 people in my life that I truly do need, that I love very much. I got my back, and that makes a very dangerous person, whether it's in life or professional wrestling, that I don't need anybody but myself.
Doesn't your mom live near me?
Yeah, what are you saying?
No, I was just saying. You need me to check up on her? Let me know.
Oh no,
it sounded weirder than I meant it to sound. That sounded weird.
My brother lives down there too. He lives in Fort Myers.
Do you remember your first match? Who was it against?
Jake Sterling.
Oh.
The inevitable Jake Sterling. Yeah. He beat me, I think. I have all my matches written down here somewhere. Right
That's
here.
Good. I like that. Let's go back. Yeah.
Jake Sterling, WWN. I lost 9-15-20. That was my first match, 9-15. And then my next match, Jake Sterling. And then my third match, Jake Sterling. I lost. Fuck Jake Sterling, dude.
Well, what are some of your favorite matches from there?
I was just looking at it. A broom. Okay. My 13th match was against a broom for WWN pay-per-view New Year's Classic. I won.
I'm glad you won.
My favorite human match.
Yeah, humans.
Shit. I don't know, man, because there's different reasons for different matches. I'd have to say Stephen Frick and Sideshow, because it's not professional wrestling. Like, we completely throw that out the window. It's a fight. It's a fucking fight. I've never had a match with 2 guys before in my life that I've like the next day, like, I've been in bar fights that I felt exactly the next day, like I did after Sideshow and Frick. My favorite person I say to go with is Jake Sterling, because you could say, hey, you 2 get in the ring right now, go, and we're gonna fucking put on a killer. Professionally, I'd say Ryzen, because it was like my next, being 16 months in, it was a test of nerves and also being in there with an elite type of guy or whatever. So what are you showing here?
Showing a clip of you?
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I was just about to hit him with that fucking, he had like a solid oak cane. I was staring at it all night, and it had little ridges on it. I want to bust him in his fucking head with it. Fast forward to the fire spot.
Oh my God.
The fire spot is fantastic. And it's not people think it's that fucking paper stuff that you light the paper and fucking throw it. It's I spit fire.
Okay, hold on.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, look at me over there. Look at my little head over there. How cute it is. So Stephen Frick turns around. He realizes August Artois is not fucking around. Fire! Fire! Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, we did some.
Me, Stephen Frick and I also had that that fucking empty fucking arena match type deal where we had what was that cinematic match? That cinematic match was fucking nuts. I found his ass he was doing a photo shoot at the Gulfview Event Center, rest in peace. And I fucking got his ass. Smooth.
Well, we just saw an injury to Frick. Have you sustained any injuries so far?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It was like fuck it, I got it right here. I might as well use it. It was my 19th match. I took a super kick, and I was under the impression that super kicks were supposed to be into the fucking face, and I caught it right. So I put my hands up to block it, and boom, right in the sternum. And I couldn't breathe. Later that night, I couldn't breathe. The next morning, I couldn't breathe, and it sucked. And still to this day, it's a little. And then I had a match against Vertigo and Leo Knox. It was a 3-way match. I did a hip toss into the ropes, landed, and as soon as I came back to the middle of the ring, boop, hyperextended the knee. And then I think like 5 months later, I had a match against Frick. It was a tag team match, and I did a running boot in the corner, and my knee fucking buckled sideways. Then the next day, the same knee, I did a top wrist lock and bent homeboy over my knee, and he tripped over my boot and fell on my knee. So my knee, actually, I wear a sleeve, a stabilizer, a brace, and my knee pad before I go out now. It's honestly, it's more for, mentally more than, I don't think I need it anymore because I've been working, I've worked it out a lot. I don't wear the knee brace or anything anymore. So I think it's about 100%, but just in case, I always wear it now.
So of course, you've mentioned you're not afraid of throwing up a middle finger or letting a fan know how you feel. Is there anything in your opinion that's too far, or is there no too far?
I don't think there's a too far. No. My opponent this weekend, I'll be defending my IWN title in Georgia, in Toombs County, Georgia, at the Toombs County Middle School for a main event in Georgia, or whatever the fuck they changed their name to now. His dad just recently passed away, and he commented about me. He did a post about our match coming up. So I commented, I hope your dad can be there to watch. And now I have death threats in my messages of his cousins and family members asking me to drop the Addy. I don't know what that means, but thank you to our good friends at Fifth Avenue Pawn. They'll be letting me borrow a bulletproof vest to go to Georgia this weekend. So no, I don't think there's a too far, but some people do.
Yeah, stay safe over there. As you just said, you mentioned Georgia. I seem a pretty well-traveled guy. What's the farthest drive you've made so far?
North Carolina for PWX was the north so far, and then I have some bookings coming up, and I'm going to be finally some more traveling. Will be Massachusetts, Maine, Ohio, the 3 so far that I have lined up, and then my good friends at Wrestling Universe in the UK, they have informed me now that that's their top to do. I'm actually in their video game, their actual video game, not the statistic type video game, the one that actually moves around and stuff. Yeah, I'm in the UK video game, so that's their ultimate goal, is to get me over to the UK and make me really roll, mate. That's it. Shit Taylor. Also, Jake Logan's gonna be on the card. Daniel Lacey's gonna be on the card. Fucking Lexi Gomez is gonna be on the card. Alex Todd's gonna be on the card. Yeah. Rodney Hunter's the referee, head ref.
You can check that one out if anyone's near that area, for sure.
If not, fucking drive. It's not that far. We've actually had some people from Florida drive up to the last when I faced Shane Douglas, and I beat Shane Douglas for the title. We had some people from Florida drive up. Idiots.
I thought that was a good thing at first.
I mean, it's good for them to come. They fucking drove and then bought my merch. Idiots.
Is there anywhere fans can find your merch now, or do they have to come to a show?
Yeah, you can hit me up. You can hit me up, and if I like you, I'll sell you some. If not, I'll just ignore you. My shirts range in prices from my mood. If I'm in a good mood, they're $20. If I'm in an okay mood, they're $25. If I'm in a shitty mood, they're $40.
Have you sold a $40 shirt?
Yeah.
Nice.
I felt. No, I didn't. It was okay. The guy was like, "How much for your shirts?" I was like, "20." He goes, "How much?" I was like, "Fucking 30 now." He goes, "So it's 20?" I was like, "40." He goes, "Here, take 40." I was like, "Nah, I'm fucking with you. It's 20." He goes, "I'll take 40, man. I love your shit."
I mean, if he was cool with it, then yeah, why not? It seemed like he wanted to give you 40.
Even if he didn't want to, I would have took it. Son of a bitch.
Some fan submitted questions. Damon Morningstar wants to know, why are you so handsome?
I'm handsome because my mommy made me that way, and I'm sweet because she dipped me in a bucket of sugar when I was a baby.
I think that's actually child abuse, but we'll get to that at a different time.
Calm down.
Sean Davis wants to know what's it like to be managed by him.
Oh, the wonderful Sean Davis, superstar Sean Davis. You stand corrected. Yes, I'm not gonna lie, man. After 3 months, I proclaimed myself a veteran, and I am. And I've been in the ring with some veterans who have, after matches, I've been like, "Hey, man, you are a fucking veteran out there, bro." And in the locker room and outside the fucking ring, and I am. That's just who I am as a person. Anything I do, I stand on the top of doing. Yes, beautiful Sean Davis is. But he's instilled in me this knowledge. Think I even, this isn't just at the shows and in the locker room. Me and him are messaging back and forth. He's telling me, watch this match from 1973 and watch this match from 1982 and study the logistics and this shit. And that, honestly, that's the new level of where I'm at now as August Artois. I was just the fresh kid that came out and fucking put a fist in your fucking mouth and handled the business and did whatever I had to do. Now, Sean Davis is truly a blessing to me, not only as a person, but a professional wrestler.
You've mentioned some matches you've enjoyed in the past. Excuse me. I lost my voice. What are some matches? Some guys here in Florida that you haven't. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh.
And we're back.
And we are indeed back. Yes. First of all, thank you for excusing me. I had a bit of a coughing fit just now. But no, I was asking, so we talked about some of the people you faced already. Who here in Florida have you not faced that you would like to get in the ring with?
I thought you were going to ask me who have I gotten in the ring with that I don't like.
That'll be the next question.
DMC, Mike Orlando. But who have I not gotten in the ring with that I want to get in the ring with that is in Florida? I guess I don't really want to get in the ring with him, but that Logan Carbello or Cruz or whatever his stupid name is, I'd like to just him, period. I don't like him. I like his girlfriend, though.
Okay, well, let's address the elephant in the room because the elephant just got big now. What is going on with that? Legitimately, what's going on? I don't...
All right, here's my thing. I've been single for like 4 years now, and I haven't met any. I've been on like 3 dates since I've been down here, and they've all been psychos. And I met her. I was an extra on Raw, and she was too. And I saw her, and I was like, oh my god. And then I thought to myself, I'm never gonna see this girl ever again. Then I met Logan, and then she was there. I was like, that's the girl. Like, that's the girl from the parking lot that I saw. And then I asked a few people, and I was like, what do you guys think if I just fucking told her how I felt? And they're like, do it. What's he gonna do about it? So I did it.
So who said that you should do that?
Some good friends of mine, some enemies of him, I guess. Yeah, some people were like, "Oh, that's funny. That's funny that what you guys are doing." And I was like, I don't know what you think I'm doing, but see, that's the thing is like whenever I do stuff in life, people now are like, "Is this wrestling related or not?" I just don't like him. His partner, the little curly-haired kid, he's neat. He's funny. He's an animated character. He's he doesn't get in my way or anything. Yeah, but Logan, like, he's just a prick. I think he's a prick. So I don't feel bad for what I'm doing, I guess.
So is there anything?
She wished me a happy birthday yesterday on my timeline. She said, "Happy birthday," I guess. I said, "Thanks, babe."
Being polite? I don't know.
Dude, like, I remember I was in one of your locker rooms one time, and Logan, I walked by him and he goes, "My fucking girlfriend loves you." I was like, "Thank you for telling me that." Check. And then the little curly-haired one was like, "Dude, fucking Logan's girlfriend loves you." I was like, "Check. I'm done. I got to do it now." I'm sorry. I'm not gonna apologize for it. Fuck you guys.
So besides Logan Cruz, for particular reasons, anyone else you'd like to wrestle?
Oh, him, I just like to fight. Wrestle. Hunter Law. Hunter Law would be one. Let's see if I can find a list. Hunter Law would be one. If I could bring up I have a video of one reason why. I was cutting a promo one time and the bastard walked through it while I was cutting a promo. "See you later, champ." Fuck you, you fucking hippie. Who else would I like in Florida? Honestly, I don't think there's anybody like, at the same level as me. Maybe I could finally feed that Remy kid a bone or something. That kid's been on my nuts for a while.
Well, we go broader. You said, Georgia, North Carolina. Anyone else, just in general, on your radar?
What's his fucking name? John Davis. I want to be not only the veteran, but the veteran slayer. JD Drake would. Yeah, like to fucking duck those big mitten chops.
Anyone? Well, you said you were thinking I was going to ask you before. Is like, who else don't you like?
I already said. There's two guys that I got in the ring with that I just didn't like. We don't like each other. He didn't like me, and I didn't like him. That's DMC. That was a personal fucking fight. Mike Orlando. Me and that guy don't get along, man. And people are like, well, let's put them in the ring together and see what happens. Okay.
Is there any particular reason why?
I guess the DMC thing was, I mentioned it in my promo. When I first got started, somebody screenshotted my stuff and tried to get like a whole rally of people against me to get me canceled or whatever. And as I'm scrolling through all the comments, I'm like, of course he would say that. Of course she would say that. Oh my God, it's DMC. And I was like, oh my goodness, I thought that kid was cool. So, and I've held that grudge ever since. And then Mike Orlando, that's we won't talk about that. I'm not going to forget about it, but I worked a show for Grind Time Wrestling and I was never paid. 2 matches in one night. So I confronted the situation. He didn't like that. Period. So then they put us in a ring together shortly after.
How did that go?
I slapped him in the face as hard as I could. It's on my video. You'll see it in the match.
What are some of your favorite promotions you've worked for? Or do you enjoy what locker rooms, what promotions you like going to?
Real Pro Wrestling. I fucking hate those cocksuckers. I love them. They're really nice guys. No, let's see. Let's go through the companies that I've worked for. Companies that I like. Well, obviously WWN FIP, it's always, you know, top caliber fucking video, photography, fucking entrance, you know, with music, everything's spot on, very professional. It's very professional. Division Pro is very cool to work. I wouldn't say fun because nothing's fun in wrestling. It's a good company to work with, and yeah, Real Pro. It's good for a lot of the newer guys to get an experience to blend with like with Rising. Like it's good for the newer guys to be able to. It's a mixed show with newer talent, younger talent, with more veterans. So it's one of those shows where you can learn. You can either learn a lot in the locker room, or you can piss people the fuck off in the locker room. I was pissed off a few times.
Not too bad.
That's the thing in wrestling. You get people in wrestling that they want to be a wrestler, and then there's people that want to, you know, continue this this profession and this, you know, the history of what it is. Yeah, that was me making Ryzen suck my balls. By the way, I
didn't realize the clip I was bringing up was that clip.
Yeah, if you watch that match back, he actually had a fan hit me, so that's a disqualification. So,
are you still
the champion still? Oh, I should be. Who's got it now? Doesn't that freak show Zachy Monster still have it?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, that Hot Topic wannabe loser.
Where do you see August Artois in 5 years?
Dead? What?
Oh, is that it?
I mean, there's nothing really after death, so yeah. 5 years, I could see myself being dead, pissing off the wrong person, going on an adventure I don't come back from. Other than that, let's see. Oh, I'll be done with wrestling. Maybe not like completely, but in ring, I'll probably be done. Maybe, probably. I see myself married with a white picket fence and little August Artois running around. No, honestly, I see myself in a nice house that I fix up with land, animals, and then in my house, just a shit ton of cats just everywhere. Next question.
Yes. No, actually, I want to go back a little bit now. Do you think what is the end goal for wrestling, or do you think you'll be done in 5 years?
I don't. Here's the thing, and I've been frowned upon by some of my higher ups. I don't care. I can stop doing this tomorrow and not give a shit, and that's the difference between me and every other person doing this. I don't love this. I have a passion for it, but my passion is constantly pissed on by I don't for it, but it's just pissed on by, you know, you turn the TV on to go watch, you know, The Goal, and it's shit, and then you watch other local matches and it's shit. So you're like, I don't know how to explain it more than like being, I guess, like Kendrick Lamar in the rap game right now, like being an actual artist in a room full of fuckheads. So it's like very like, you know, you have your match, you're all excited, you watch it back, you're cool, and then like you watch like the atmosphere of wrestling, and you're just like, where is this even going to be in the next fucking 5 years? Like it's going to be, the curtain's been so pulled back so far, and you know the fans know what's going on. They know sometimes even who's going to win, and it's I think the fans are going to ruin professional wrestling completely. So for me, back to the point where I said in the beginning, if this all ended tomorrow, I would just go find something else and be really good at it. You know,
what else is on the bucket list? What else do you think you want to check off in life?
Oh, dude, my bucket list. I've already scratched off one bucket list, and then I forcefully started another one. Honest to God, everything I started a bucket list when I was 8, 19 years old, 19, I think 18 or 19, and everything scratched off, some twice. And yeah, I guess my bucket list now is like I wake up and if I have something awesome planned, then I'll hurry up and jot it down on my bucket list and scratch it off because I'm like freestyling the rest of my life now because I've already done basically everything I wanted to do. Now I'm trying to find things that I guess I will try to do. Porn star. I want to be a porn star. That's something I want to do. I want to be a senior citizen porn star. Like if I'm not married or anything like that, by the time I'm 70, I want to be an elderly porn star.
All right, we'll keep a lookout for those videos coming soon to you. I'm almost afraid to ask this next question, but what if a 16, 17-year-old comes up to you after the show and says, "I'm a big fan, Mr. Artois. I want to get into wrestling." What kind of advice do you give somebody just starting out?
This actually happened the other night at Division Pro.
What did you say?
I told the kid that I said, you can't be afraid to be better than everybody, and you can't be afraid to be alone because of it. And you can't be afraid to be hated because of it. And he's like, what was his response? He's like, oh no, everybody's actually friends back there, right? I told him the truth. I'm like, no, because there's a lot of motherfuckers in this business that, like I said in the beginning of the interview, they just don't like me because of accomplished what I've done so quickly. Because those that know August and those that know me know that there is, like, I am August. That's no lie. And you don't want to see August when I'm not in the ring because he's an asshole. But to the friends that do know me and the people that are close to me, I forget what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I said that back to the fucking being hated because you're good. The people that know August Artois, they don't like me. And a lot of them don't. And a lot of them, I always put it in this way to explain to people. Imagine you're a cashier at Walmart and you've been there for 5 years. I start on a Thursday and I'm a cashier. And by next Wednesday, I'm your manager. Like, you're just not going to like me. You're not going to care what my favorite color is. You're not going to care what car I drive. You're going to hate me for the fact that I took something that you've wanted for so long, that you've been working so hard for. I took it from you. I would hate somebody like, if somebody just came in my house right now and took my fucking, like, my coffee cup, I'd be like, I hate you. Not because of your skin color or how fast you can run or your hair color or what music you listen to, simply for the fact that you have something that I want.
I can understand.
I don't blame people.
As a former cashier of Walmart for 5 years, I understand. One of the most important questions we ask here on this show is, seen any good movies lately?
New or good?
Just in general, like what's something that you've seen kind of recently you enjoyed?
Apocalypto.
Okay.
That's a great movie. Especially because the subtitles like stay up there for a while. And it gives me time to read them and watch the movie.
Wow, what's your favorite movie of all time? Or a couple of them?
Fuck. Hocus Pocus, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 300, Juice. Oh, I got a lot of favorite movies. My favorite cartoon's Hey Arnold.
Right on. Are you excited for the Hocus Pocus sequel?
I'm never excited about any sequel. I don't think there's ever, besides Home Alone 2, I don't think there's ever been a good sequel.
Terminator 2, Godfather 2.
Shrek 2 is good. Godfather 2?
Yeah. Terminator 2, X-Men 2, Spider-Man 2.
I've never seen X-Men. I've never seen Spider-Man. I've never seen Terminator. I've never seen a lot of movies. Yeah, whenever you post those things that are like my favorite movies from this year, I'm like, I've never seen any of those.
Well, I never saw Hocus Pocus, so we're even.
Fuck you. I hate you now.
I know, we were friends up till right now. You've kind of said a couple of them before, but any final plugs? Either merch or just shows or whatever.
Yeah, if you want some,
people can find you if anyone wants to book you.
If you want some merch, hit me up. Direct message on any platform.
20
Instagram.
To 40. 20 to 40.
Yeah, 20 to 40. If you're special, I'll give it to you for 10.
What size?
Instagram.
What size shirts? I want a shirt now.
Fucking medium. Wait, hold on, my cats want in. Small, medium, large, extra large, and then if it's anything bigger than that, I usually just send the digital design to the person, and they can just get it made instead of me making like one shirt for one size. Because I've had one person that wanted like a 6X, and I was like, dude, I'm not making that. You make it. You fucking make it yourself. And then so Instagram, there's The Real Artois 7. You can just go to Instagram. I mean, people always give their tag out. You can just go to the search bar and type in August Artois and you'll find it. Twitter, Artois August. And then Facebook, August Artois. My YouTube, August Artois. That's AUGUSTARTOIS for those morons that are out there. Bingo, bammo, bam, bam, bam. Yep, I'll be in Georgia this Saturday. You can find me at Shine on Sunday, unfortunately. I got some, let's see what shows I have coming up. Oh, yes, February 5th in Lyons, Georgia for Toombs County Middle School. I can't announce anymore because they're secret. Cool. And that's it. I think. Yeah, if you got any questions for bookings, just fucking everyone makes like a certain special email. And I did too. I made the fucking August Artois at Gmail. Everybody messages me on Facebook. Nobody uses those fucking emails. For booking, hit me up on just hit me up directly. Yeah. If you want your show to be real and fucking raw, and very unapologetic, hit me up. Yeah.
Any final words you'd like to say here? Any final musings?
Yeah. If you don't like me, kiss my ass. If you like me, kiss my ass too. I'm real. I'm raw. I'm August Artois.
Truer words can never be spoken here. Well, August, I truly appreciate your time, man. It was as good as I knew it would be. So thank you very much, sir. Show off the titles again. I know they won't be. How many days is champ? You said it's been a while.
I don't know, like 270 or something, and like 180.
Very nice, very nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's raw. Real raw, August Artois. I'm JPO Jordan Pierce Owens. You know the usual spiel. Like, subscribe. You know what to do at this point. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.